Hello everyone and welcome to my day one update for Booktubeathon. To start with, if you would like to know more about Booktubeathon and if you don't know what it is or you want to join or anything, Booktubeathon has a channel with helpful videos about all this, so I will link all those down below. And so let's talk about what I read today. I didn't get to read as much as I thought I would today, but I still think I read a decent amount, and it's only about 6:30 in the evening at the moment, so I'll still probably have a decent amount of reading time left after I finish this update. So today I started off Booktubeathon reading The Great Gatsby. I started out my day reading this and it's pretty enjoyable. I'm kind of liking it so far, and I got to the end of chapter 1, which took me until about 3 o'clock this afternoon because I just am slow, and it took me so long to just read that one chapter. And as much as I really liked reading it, what I read, I just thought, like, it's a great book, but I think it'd be a lot better if I didn't read it for Booktubeathon and just read it some other time when I can just take my time with it and don't have to rush through it and just not have to worry about taking a long time to read it, because Booktubeathon, you want to read as many books as you can in such a short period of time, you know? So I decided to not read this for Booktubeathon and instead put it off to some other time when I just have more time to read it. So instead I was using The Great Gatsby for 2 reading challenges, one being the Read a Book Older Than You and the Watch a Book to Movie adaptation, and I still wanted a book that would fit those challenges. So I remembered that on Audible, I use my iPad for Audible just because it has more memory than my phone. I got bored this one time when I was on Audible, and then I realised, hey, the classics are pretty cheap and a lot of them are pretty short, so I remembered that I had Alice in Wonderland on audiobook because it's Alice in Wonderland. I just randomly got the audiobook this one time because I wanted to, and I have a book buying problem, let's be honest. And then the audiobook for Alice in Wonderland is only like 2 and a bit hours long, so I decided to use this for Booktubeathon. Great, because one, Alice in Wonderland, being a classic, is obviously written before I was born, so it's obviously more than 18 years old, and there's also movie adaptations of it, so it's a quick audiobook listen and I can just watch the movie after. And so far I have listened to about 49-ish minutes of the Alice in Wonderland audiobook, and I could hopefully at least read a decent bit more of that tonight, if not finish it. So that's my plans for tonight. Yeah, that's what I've read so far today. Not that much, but it's better than nothing, right? I've also done the fun challenge for today, and even though I'm not too interested in entering the giveaway challenge, I still wanted to do the challenge because it seemed like so much fun, and so I did. Roll the footage. Don't mind my kind of boring t-shirt and pajama pants, because I mean, when I'm going to be reading all day, I want to be comfortable, so don't mind the pajamas, and let's get started. I forgot to mention, I'm going to be doing my book dominoes. I'm going to set them up in designs, or whatever you want to call it, matching the books in my Booktubeathon TBR. Like, I'm going to have one for The Great Gatsby and one for like The Messenger, and for all but books you'll see as I go along, so yes. First of all, the first book I'm going to be doing domino for is The Great Gatsby, and actually I'll make it a challenge, so if you can guess what I'm building before I finish building it, bookish points to you. the carpeted floor and mainly paperbacks is so real right now. Move on to my second book, Dominoes. The crown. Do you see it? Probably not, but that's what it's supposed to be. Now, to knock it over. That didn't work. Yay! By the way, I forgot to mention that one is supposed to be like a symbol kind of thing taken from the selection stories in this book, which is on my TBR. Next one. The next one I am going to be taking from Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. See if you can guess what this one's gonna be. Do you see it? It doesn't really look much like it, but it's supposed to be a sun. It doesn't look like anything, but let's knock it over anyway. That was another kind of fail, but yay for book dominoes! So now that my bookshelf is all messed up and half of my books are on the floor instead of my bookshelf, I think that's going to be about it for this. So yay! Booktubeathon! Day 1 challenge complete!